Capricorn, stop scrolling. This isn't just another Zodiac video. Because what if I told you? You've been receiving messages from the universe, and you've been ignoring them. The sudden breakdowns, the eerie déjà vu, the dreams that feel too real, the strange pull toward astrology, symbols, or ancient knowledge. That's not random, it's not weird, it's activation. Capricorn, you're not just a Zodiac sign, you're one of the chosen ones. And right now, the universe is sending you 5 shocking messages that could completely change the course of your destiny. One of them explains why everything in your life had to fall apart. Another reveals the hidden key to unlocking massive wealth. Not years from now, but soon. But here's the thing. Most people will never hear these messages, and even fewer will decode them. So if you've been feeling like you were made for something bigger, this video isn't entertainment. It's your wake-up call. Capricorn, are you ready to find out why you were chosen? Stay with me. Message 1 begins now. Part 1. Message 1. The mountain is calling you back. Capricorn, the world sees you as the achiever, the one who climbs without complaint, the one who doesn't just dream, but builds. You're known for your discipline, your persistence, your quiet power. You're the mountain goat, always climbing, always moving upward, always conquering. But lately something's shifted. Have you felt it? A strange pull. But this time it's not toward your next goal. It's not toward money or status or another title. This time it's pulling you inward. And this pull, it's not random, it's not weakness. It's message 1 from the universe. The mountain is calling you back. But not the mountain the world sees, not the external summit of success. No, this is your inner mountain, the one your soul etched into time long before you were born. You see, Capricorn, you didn't come here just to climb for yourself. You came here to remember why you climb, to reclaim your spiritual altitude, to build legacies that outlast buildings, to rise into truth that transcends currency, to lead others through wisdom, not just strategy. Yes, you've likely already tasted success. The job, the income, the home, the checklist of life, all ticked off. But why does it still feel like something's missing? Because your soul is homesick for your real mission. This message is your reminder. You didn't come here to follow blueprints. You came here to create them. You didn't come to survive the system. You came to upgrade it. Capricorn, the world has trained you to believe that your worth is tied to what you produce. But the universe? It only asks, what are you here to awaken? The next mountain in your life isn't about achieving more. It's about becoming more. It's about slowing down just enough to listen, to hear the whisper in your chest that says, this is not all there is. You were made for something higher. So if you've felt restless, if your old dreams don't excite you anymore, if the things that used to satisfy you now feel hollow, it's not failure, it's a signal. The mountain is calling you home, not just to climb, but to lead others through terrain you were born to navigate. Capricorn, the climb you're about to begin, it's not toward success, it's toward your soul. And when you reach that peak, everything below will finally make sense. Part 2. Message 2. You are being watched. In a good way, Capricorn. Have you noticed it? People glance at you longer than usual. Strangers seem to recognize something they can't explain. Even old enemies now hesitate, as if they feel something has changed. And the truth is, it has. You're not imagining things. You're not being paranoid. This isn't just a coincidence. This is message 2 from the universe. You are being watched. But wait, not in fear, not in judgment. You're being watched in awe. Why? Because your vibration is rising. You're activating something ancient, something divine, and it's beginning to radiate through your aura. People don't know why they're drawn to you. They can't put it into words, but they can feel it. The presence, the mystery, the quiet power. It's your energy they sense, shifting. Not only are people noticing, but so are other realms. The universe has assigned you watchers, but these are not human eyes. They are higher presences, protectors, guides, ancestors, and in some cases, even future versions of you echoing across timelines. They are watching to make sure you don't forget your mission, to make sure you don't shrink, to ensure that the one chosen to lead actually leads. You, Capricorn, are not just a zodiac sign. You are a timekeeper, a destiny carrier. Your decisions ripple beyond this lifetime. And now that you've begun to awaken, the universe is paying attention. So when you see 11:11, or 3:33 on the clock, or your phone glitches without reason, or streetlights flicker as you walk under them, it's not technology failing, it's energy responding to you. The veil between dimensions has started to thin, and you're walking that edge. Animals may react around you, children might stare, sensitive people might feel overwhelmed in your presence. This is because your field is expanding. Capricorn, this new energy you're carrying, it comes with power, but also with responsibility. You are being watched, not because you're in danger, but because you're stepping into the most critical stage of your mission. And they, the ones in the higher planes, want to see if you'll remember who you really are. Here's the deeper truth. You've always been chosen. But now, you're being activated. Your soul is emitting signals, and those signals are being picked up by more than just people. The universe is watching, guides are aligning, and your destiny, it's waiting for your next move. Part 3. Message 3. The disruption was not a mistake. Capricorn, take a breath. Now think back, not to the victories, not to the milestones, but to the breakdowns. That moment you lost your job, the relationship that shattered, the betrayal you never saw coming, the friend who ghosted, the opportunity that slipped through your fingers. You thought it was the end. You lay awake at night thinking, why me? What did I do wrong? Why is everything falling apart? But now, the universe delivers message 3, and it's time you hear it. The disruption was never a mistake. It was an intervention. The universe wasn't punishing you. It wasn't ignoring you. It was trying to wake you up. You were too loyal, too patient, too forgiving to systems that used you, to people who drained your magic, to timelines that were beneath your potential. You thought staying was noble, but the universe saw it as self-abandonment. And so, it shattered the illusion. What you called chaos was actually calibration, a divine correction. Because Capricorn, you weren't built for survival, you were built for legacy. The breakup? It didn't ruin your life. It made room for someone who can truly meet you. The job loss? It wasn't failure. It was the universe saying, you've outgrown this cage. That betrayal, it wasn't cruelty. It was the unmasking you needed to see clearly. Because here's the thing. When you won't walk away from what's draining you, the universe will remove it for you. And yes, it will hurt. Capricorns don't like to lose. You don't give up easily. You don't run from the storm. But sometimes storms don't come to destroy. Sometimes they come to redirect. That disruption? It was the emergency rerouting your soul requested before you even got here. It was the crack in the foundation needed to rebuild your kingdom, stronger, higher, aligned. You're not here to build average lives. You're here to reconstruct reality, to lead through example, to rise from dust with gold in your hands. So if your world has crumbled lately, if you feel like you're standing in the ruins, then look again. Because those ruins, they're not the end. They are the blueprints of your real life, the one the universe always intended for you. Capricorn, don't mourn the collapse. Celebrate the redirection. You're not starting over, you're starting aligned. And from here on out, you don't just rebuild, you redefine destiny. Part 4. Message 4. You're remembering things you never learned. Tell me the truth, Capricorn. Have you recently felt like you're waking up, but not from sleep? Maybe you've had dreams so vivid they follow you into your day. Maybe you've walked into a place you've never been and knew exactly where everything was. Maybe symbols, sacred geometry, or ancient languages have started showing up in your world, over and over again. It's not coincidence. It's not just your imagination. This is message 4 from the universe. You're not learning. You're remembering. Yes, Capricorn, You are remembering who you've always been. You see, your soul is not new. It is ancient, older than empires, older than time as you know it. You've worn crowns in Egypt, studied the stars in Mesopotamia, debated wisdom in Greek temples, and designed cities that haven't even been built yet. And now, you're being reactivated. Capricorn, you've always been the keeper of knowledge, the protector of timelines, the archivist of Earth's forgotten truths. That sudden pull you feel toward astrology, toward sacred numbers, toward dream symbols and cosmic alignments, that's not a new curiosity. That's your soul's memory leaking back into this timeline. You were never meant to follow the world. You were meant to remember the original blueprint of how it was supposed to be. That's why you're drawn to ancient texts, why tarot cards seem familiar, why you feel strange chills when you see pyramids, mandalas, or stargates in fiction. It's because your DNA is decoding. Your spirit is unzipping files hidden across dimensions. This isn't just spiritual awakening, it's cosmic intelligence retrieval. Capricorn, your mind may say, but I never studied this. Yet your body remembers. Your dreams show you. Your intuition guides you. Why? Because you've been here before. You built some of the very systems that still shape the world. And now, as humanity stands on the edge of collapse and rebirth, the universe has chosen you to bring the codes back. The codes of balance, of leadership, of justice, of power used wisely. These strange memories, sudden interests, and unexplainable insights, they are the keys to your mission. But here's the test. Will you dismiss them as fantasy? Or will you trust that your soul knows more than you were taught? Because inside you is an ancient map. One that could rebuild civilizations, but only if you're brave enough to follow it. Capricorn, you are remembering things this world has forgotten. And what's inside you could very well build the future the Earth has been waiting for. So I'll ask you again, are you ready to remember what you truly are? Part 5. Message 5. Wealth is being aligned with your frequency. Capricorn, lean in. Because this final message, it may just shatter everything you thought you knew about success. All your life you've been told a story. Work harder, push more, grind until it hurts. You were taught that struggle equals worth, that time equals money, that wealth only comes when you've earned it through sacrifice and sweat. But the universe is here to tell you something radically different. And it's message 5. Wealth isn't earned, it's aligned. Yes, you heard that right. The next level of abundance you're meant to receive will not come through force. It will not come through burnout. It will not come from over-efforting in places your soul no longer belongs. Instead, it will come through frequency. Capricorn, you are a master builder of timelines. But if you build from stress, from fear, from survival, you'll only create more of the same. Because here's the cosmic secret. Your external wealth is a mirror of your internal state. When your energy is scattered, when you're stuck in environments that don't nourish your soul, when you're following shoulds instead of intuition, even the hardest work will return crumbs. But when you shift your vibration, when you return to truth, to calm, to alignment, everything changes. Suddenly, clients appear without chasing. Opportunities flow without begging. Money moves toward you, not away. And it's not magic. It's resonance. You're not meant to chase wealth. You're meant to attract it, because your frequency is undeniable. But to do that, you must ask yourself, are you choosing jobs? Or are you answering your calling? Are you living for approval? Or are you following your truth? Are you operating from fear of lack? Or the knowing that you were born to receive? The timeline you choose in this very moment will become the foundation of your legacy. Capricorn, this isn't just about money, it's about freedom, peace, time, choice. The because true wealth isn't just what fills your account, it's what fills your soul without draining your spirit. The universe is ready to open the floodgates. But it cannot match your effort. It can only match your energy. So the question is, will you keep pushing against the current, or will you rise into the frequency where wealth flows to you? You don't need to earn what's already yours. You just need to become the version of you that can receive it. Capricorn, this is your moment. Not to grind, but to align. And when you do, the doors won't just open, they'll fly off the hinges. So now, Capricorn, you've heard the messages not from me, not from a book, but from the universe itself. You were never ordinary. You were never meant to blend in. You are the chosen one, the ancient builder, the spiritual architect, the soul the universe handpicked to reshape this timeline. And whether you've been doubting yourself, whether you've been feeling lost, stuck, betrayed, or exhausted, these 5 messages were the activation code, the reminder that everything you've been through was never random. It was the training ground, the breakdown before the breakthrough, the collapse that created the space for your real rise. You are not starting from scratch. You are starting from experience, from depth, from cosmic memory. The mountain is calling you back. You are being watched by higher forces. Every disruption was divine redirection. Your ancient memories are coming online. And wealth, real, lasting, soul-aligned wealth, is already moving toward you. But now comes the moment of truth. What will you do with what you've just remembered? Will you go back to the old life, the small life? Or will you rise into the identity that was always waiting for you? Capricorn, you don't need permission anymore. The door has been opened. Your only job is to walk through it. Drop a comment below if you've felt any of these signs lately. If you've had dreams, déjà vu, disruptions, spiritual downloads, we want to hear your story. Hit that like button if this message resonated. Subscribe if you're ready for more cosmic truths that activate your soul. And share this video with the Capricorns you know, because they need to hear this right now. This isn't just a video. This is a signal, a call to the ones who were never meant to fit in, because they were always born to lead. And remember, you're not here to survive the world. You're here to rebuild it. We'll see you in the next transmission, Capricorn. And trust me, the universe is not done with you yet.